What's up, everyone? It's your host, Ghost, coming to you live with another wonderful video. How's everyone doing? I am here. Exhausted. I just started my I got like 3 hours, so I'm tired. But that's nothing new for you people who've been watching my shows. All right, I got a few things we're gonna talk about today. We're gonna talk about the whole Russell Brand. Some more of the Russell Brand situation. Hold on, I'm just moving some tabs so I don't. All right. We're going to talk about Russell Brand. Some of the Russell Brand situation. So we're going to talk about how the UK press wants to use the new online safety bill. Sorry, I got stuff stuck in my teeth per usual. So there's a new online safety bill that's supposed to become law next month. We'll go over that. And the Sun's talking about it being potentially used to prevent Rumble from broadcasting in the UK. And then there's talks of Rumble executives being arrested if they entered the UK. So we'll go into that. And again, this is all over Rumble not censoring or not demonetizing Russell Brand for allegations that have yet to be proven. So we'll look at that. And then the UK police are opening up sex crimes investigations into the Russell Brand allegations. I doubt they're going to really find anything, but so we'll check that out. And then from the Gateway Pundit, new emails have been found that may prove that Biden's White House hid COVID vaccine harms from the public. So we'll look at that. We'll see if that's actually true. And then it's been a bad week for Democrats. New Jersey Senator Robert Menendez and his wife have been indicted on federal bribery charges. The governor of New York, Kathy Hochul, is called in the National Guard due to the migrant crisis. The Republicans announced the first Biden impeachment inquiry hearing to be held this week on the 28th. And then speaking of the impeachment inquiry, Eric Swalwell is not happy about it, so we'll look at that as well. And then finally, just to get some little humor in our day, Donald Trump bought a gun, and we're going to go and watch, not watch it, but check it out. So yeah, so fucking tired. Pardon me, wishes I canceled the show just so I could be sleeping right now, but it's okay. I do enjoy doing this show, but man, I'm just fucking tired today. I got like a couple hours of sleep, so. Just for everyone to know, tomorrow I do plan on live streaming the GOP debates, so be on the lookout for that. Friday I got the time off yesterday. I'm pretty sure I do, but I meant to check yesterday and didn't end up doing it, but it's okay. But yeah. So more than likely there won't be a stream tomorrow in the morning. I may do a video game stream later in the day, but I don't think I'll be streaming in the morning like on my daily show, since I'll be doing a show later that night. So just be on the lookout for it as well. Let's see what else. Make sure you follow me at official WGhost on X or Twitter, however you want to call it. Just because that is the best way. You can see when I go live and everything. Sorry, I'm just really tired, guys. And then follow me on rumble.com/ghost or with ghost, for my daily show, and then rumble.com/gamingwithghost for my gaming channel. And then YouTube as well for with ghost, and then Kick for gaming with ghost. Although I might try and start streaming on Kick my daily show as well. We'll see. All right, let's get into it. The sooner I get into this shit, the sooner I can call it a day. All right, an online expert says Russell Brand's refuge platform Rumble could be forced offline under new safety laws. This free speech website, I like how they quote it as, the free speech website. I don't know why my coat isn't down here. And by the way, this comes from The Sun. Now, if that sounds familiar to you, The Sun is the same place that reported Johnny Depp as a wife beater, and kind of proving how corrupt the UK is. Of course, this probably happened in America too, but we're shitting on the UK right now. But when Johnny Depp sued The Sun over their attempts to label, well, not attempts, they did label him as a wife beater, a judge who presided over it appeared to have like a connection to the Sun's editors or something like that, or owner or whatever. Didn't recuse himself or at all. So that's why, if The Sun sounds familiar, that's why. It was involved in the scandal with Johnny Depp, and yeah. All right. All right. So the free speech website used by comedian Brand to host his videos risks being forced out of Britain, it has been suggested. Well, Britain's a shit country anyways. The Canada-based platform has come under scrutiny after being used by Brand to share videos as he denies allegations of rape and sexual assault. No, that's so wrong. It's not come under scrutiny because Brand used them to share videos as he denies allegations of rape and sexual assault. It's come under scrutiny because they're not demonetizing him over the allegations, of and the non-violation of their terms and service. That's what the scrutiny is. So that's incorrect. So it has nothing to do with Brand sharing videos. It has everything to do with the fact that he can make money off of the videos he shares because Rumble refuses to demonetize it. He has been posting daily episodes of his Stay Free program on Rumble since signing a deal with the website a year ago. It now faces being regulated by UK media watchdog Ofcom under the new online safety bill, which was approved by Parliament last week and is due to become law next month. Tougher rules could prompt Rumble bosses to stop broadcasting to Britain, tech expert has now suggested. The new law, let's be honest, there's VPNs, so people would still get Rumble. So it's not really a big deal. Sorry. The new law says internet firms must prevent children from seeing pornography, as well as any material promoting eating disorders, self-harm, and suicide. So that includes those fat fucks that eat a shit ton with no Because when you eat too much and think you're skinny, that's an eating disorder, right? Violent content and material harmful to health, including misinformation about vaccines, will also be barred. Platforms will also be told to take down illegal materials such as video inciting violence or race hate. Former Facebook executive Lord Allah of Halma told the Times a new crackdown could deter Rumble's management. You can't get out of this by saying I'm a crazy American platform. That's not okay. And that somehow gets you, and that somehow you get a free pass. They don't get a free pass. Their whole philosophy is freedom of expression. No, it's freedom of speech. A kind of screw you. So when they get a letter from Ofcom saying, here are all the things that you're going to have to do, it seems to me like the most likely reaction is going to be they're going to say, well, we won't operate in the UK anymore. Failing to cooperate with Ofcom could put Rumble executives at risk of arrest if visiting Britain. So what it sounds like to me is they could still do all this, do the broadcasting and everything, and they just never need to go to the UK. And why would you? Apparently it's pretty shitty because the weather's crap and the women aren't that cute. And their teeth are all fucked up too. Dame Caroline Dinage, who chairs the Commons Culture, Media, and Support Select Committee, wrote to Rumble last Thursday asking whether they would suspend brand's ability to earn money. The comic and film star has 1.4 million followers on Rumble. Her letter came as YouTube announced it would be demonetizing his accounts on their platform, meaning brand could no longer cash in on ads accompanying his clips there. The BBC and Channel 4 also removed contents featuring brand from their stream sites. Now, again, these are all over allegations that have yet to be proven. Like that's how that's how UK is. Like these are all over allegations that haven't even been proven true. But Rumble chief executive Chris Pavlovski hit back by sharing his letter of response to Dame Caroline on X, formerly Twitter. He said, we regard it as deeply inappropriate and dangerous that the UK Parliament would attempt to control who is allowed to speak on our platform or to earn a living. He condemned the idea of joining what he called a cancel culture mob, saying it would be a violation of our company's values and mission. Mr. Pavlovski added, we empathetically reject the UK Parliament's demands. And former Fox News presenter Dan Bongino, one of Rumble's largest financial backers, wrote on X, join Rumble today. Russell is already there. An Ofcom spokesperson said Ofcom is prepared to regulate online safety to ensure that tech companies have effective measures in place to protect their users, particularly children. As well as establish these standards, we engage regularly with services to understand what they're doing to protect their users and push them to make improvements where needed. Rumble subscribers pay a minimum of £50 per year, while creators can also earn more cash from donations. That's wrong. That's incorrect. You don't have to be a subscriber. You don't have to. What? You don't have to subscribe to use Rumble. I don't have any subscriptions. I don't pay fucking shit all, and I watch all my people. You can if you'd like to, but you don't have to subscribe to use it. So this is false. Shocking. The Sun can't actually get anything right. Ladies and gentlemen, Rumble is free. You can use Rumble for free. You don't have to pay any subscription fee or at all. The only time you actually have to pay a subscription fee is so if you want to subscribe to your I'm tired. I'm trying to think. The only time you have to pay a subscription is if you subscribe particularly to the person to any Rumble or whatever you want to call it, content creator that you watch if you want to. Otherwise, you can just, send super chats or rumble rants, however you want to call it. Brand 48 has been accused of rape, sexual assault, and abuse by 4 women, including one who was aged 16 at the time. It's also legal. Okay, she was of legal age of consent as well, but the Sun doesn't say that. Because for people who don't know, the age of consent in Britain is, hey, guess what? 16. So, but for some reason they don't want to say that. I wonder why. Allegations were made in a joint investigation by the Times and Channel 4 dispatches include that he raped a woman against a wall at his Los Angeles flat. Yeah, that story sounds suspect at best, and the text messages included are suspect at best. 4 women say he attacked them between 2006 and 2013. At the height of his fame, when presenting shows for BBC Radio and Channel 4 and starring in Hollywood movies. The accusations include not only rape and sexual assault, but also emotional and physical abuse. He is also now being investigated by the Metro Police after a woman contacted him last week, alleging she was sexually assaulted by Brand in 2003 in London, Soho. Brand shared a YouTube video on September 15 in which he denied any wrongdoing and claimed that there was coordinated media attack against him. That's what it appears to be. And last Friday night, he told his 3.8 million Instagram followers to back him on Rumble after what he called a distressing week. He said, "I need your support now more than ever, and more than I ever imagined I would. Please, if you can, stay free." Brand's wife, Laura Gallagher, 36, who he married in 2017, is said to be standing by him. He previously wed U.S. pop star Katy Perry in October 2010, but they divorced in July 2012. So, there you go. Hold on, guys. I'll be right back. All right, it's cold down here. Oh, warm. My mean old wife took my thing and put it upstairs. All right, so there you go. There we go. I think I like that look at it. So there you go. Yeah, apparently, just simple allegations can get you jammed up in the UK, which doesn't surprise me. It's a There's a reason why we separated from them in 1776, because the UK government is just crap. Like, seriously, again, all of this is just presupposing that the allegations are 100% true. That's all this is. So for whatever reason, you can make false allegations against a celebrity, and it you can 100% be and then the UK government will back you up and demand that the person that you make these allegations with no proof really should be canceled and demonetized from making money. So I don't know. Let's see what happens if they go and some chicks start going after the king, saying that he did things to them. Well, he was a prince. Let's just see if if what the UK Parliament will do then. But they don't do shit. It's not surprising that Russell Brand decided to leave the UK. Like, meh. Nah. All right, here we go. Like, this is so dumb. Like, it would be one thing. I wouldn't say it would be right either, but it would be one thing if all this is over allegations that we've proven are 100% true. Like, yes, this is true. This happened, etc., etc., etc. Yes, this actually happened. We have proof. Here we go. That'd be one thing to be, trying to demand this type of stuff. That'd be 100% one thing. Now, but we don't have that there. We don't have and we don't have like anything that's like an actual proof. Like, there's nothing that's actually been proven. There's some text messages that have been released, but they look suspect at best. At worst, they're fabricated. And even with the text messages, they're not anywhere close to an actual crime that's been committed. If you look at it in the way and interpret it in the way that a lot of people can be interpreting, it just makes it sounds like she's referencing a previous time they had sex where they agreed to a condom, and then this time they didn't talk about it at all, and he didn't wear a condom, and then she is now saying, making it seem like he surreptitiously removed the said condom. But what it appears to be is they didn't talk about it. They had sex, and he didn't wear a condom that time because they didn't talk about it. Which doesn't end up being illegal. What was illegal is if it had happened. What happened? What is illegal is if it happened the way it was said, where was the way it was made to sound like what by everyone else was that if sorry, I'm so tired. Oh, okay. So the way the text messages were made sound was that that Russell Brand and this woman Nadia. See, now I'm all hot because of course I get I was just freeze my ass off. Now I cover up. Now I'm cold or hot. That they had agreed, like they went to go have sex, and they agreed on him wearing condom. And during the middle of it, he removed said condom, which is illegal in California. Yeah, that's illegal in California, but that's not what it appears to have happened. It's what it actually appears to be is, if you read it closely, it appears that she's talking about a time before where they agreed for him to wear a condom, and then they didn't agree this time, and he didn't wear it this time. Which, I'm not a girl, But I mean, can't you tell if there's a condom or not a condom on a guy's dick? I have no idea. I'm not a girl, and I've never had something inserted in me. Um, so I just don't know. Like, I don't know if that's a thing where you can have something be inserted in you and not tell that whether it's wearing a condom or not. I have no idea. I probably should ask my wife, but I mean, we haven't used condoms in years, so I have no idea. All right, so speaking of Russell Brand allegations prompt UK police to open sex crime investigation. This was yesterday. Dude, what the hell? The British police have opened a sex crime investigation triggered by news reports about comedian Russell Brand. See, now I'm hot, and now I have to take off my coats because now all of a sudden I'm nice and warm. Sorry, I have a weird body temperature thing where I overheat very quickly. It's kind of fucking annoying as hell. My poor daughter has the same problem. We're very warm individuals, so we like overheat fairly quickly. So we're cold, we get cold, and then we put something on, get warm, and then we're too hot, and then we want to remove it. Yeah. Anyways, a London Metro Police Force said Monday that it had received a number of allegations of sexual offenses after television, documentary, and newspaper investigations. There is said there have been no arrests because they're all lies. These number of allegations are either lies, or all these chicks are falsely accusing him again. Because that what always happens when a celeb gets accused of sexual assault, or the London Metro Police Force is lying, saying it's receiving a number of allegations. Brand 48 denies allegations of sexual assault made by 4 women in Channel 4 television documentary and the Times and Sunday newspaper. The accusers, who have not been named, include one who says she was sexually assaulted during a relationship with him when she was 16. And again, as CBS fails to mention that the age of consent in the UK is 16. So now it's just making it sound like that he assaulted a minor. I mean, which he did, but if the age he didn't assault her, but he had sex with a minor, but the age of consent is 16. Not saying that's right or anything, but it is what the law is. So you can't do much about that. At least the initial relationship, if the allegations were true, that'd be something entirely different. But even then, it's been a while. Another woman says Brand raped her in Los Angeles in 2012. Yeah, she's lying too. Last week, a woman accused Brand of exposing himself to her in 2008. I could believe that one. But with all the shit's been going out, that one makes it sus too. But that I could believe like easily. Yeah, he exposed himself to her in 2000. Yeah, I could believe that easy. The woman told CBS News Partner Network and BBC she was working in the same building where BBC's Los Angeles office was when the incident occurred. And that Brand went on to laugh about it moments later on his radio show. The police force did not name Brand in its statements, but referred to recent articles and documentaries. It said detectives were investigating allegations of non-recent sexual offenses, both in London and elsewhere. Well, if the statute of limitations have run out, go fuck yourself. We continue to encourage anyone who believes they have been a victim of a sexual offense, no matter how long it was, to contact us. That shouldn't matter. Like, that really shouldn't matter. If they didn't feel like it was important enough to go to the police then, 20 years later, why is that important now? Because everyone else is hopping on the bandwagon? This is just dumb. Said Detective Superintendent Andy Furpy. What kind of fucking name is Furpy? It's like Murphy, but with an S. Neff, I mean. Of the Med Special Crime Command, who is leading the investigation. We understand it feels like a difficult step to take, and I want to rest assured that we have a team of specialist officers available to advise and support. Brand has denied the allegations, saying his relationship have always been consensual, even during a Pride where he admits being very, very promiscuous. It's because women will share a successful, valuable celebrity. Happens all the fucking time. Unknown to his unbridled, known for his unbridled and risque stand-up routines. Brand was a major UK star in the early 2000s. He hosted a show on radio and television, wrote memoirs charting his battles with drugs and alcohol, appearing in several Hollywood movies, and he was briefly married to pop star Katy Perry in 2010 and 2012. Brand has largely disappeared from the mainstream media, but has built up a large following online with videos mixing wellness and conspiracy theories. Last week, YouTube said it would stop Brand from making money from the streaming site where he has 6.6 million subscribers due to the serious allegations against him. And again, unfounded allegations with no proof. In an exclusive interview with CBS Morning, YouTube CEO Neil Mohan defended the platform's decision to suspend monetizations of Brand's channels, citing the YouTube's creator responsibility guideline policy. If a creator have off-brand behaviors or there's off-platform news that could be damaging to the broader creator ecosystem, you can be suspended from our monetization programs. But don't those behaviors have to be proven true? Apparently not. Mohan told CBS Morning co-host Tony Dokupili its impact a number of creators and personalities on the platform in the past, and that's what played out in this particular case around the serious false allegations. Promoters have canceled several scheduled live shows by Brand, and he has been dropped by his talent agency and publisher since the allegations became public. Brand still has a presence on Rumble, a video site popular with some conservatives and far-right groups. No, it's popular with people that had to deal with YouTube demonetizing them from what they say. Where his channel has 1.6 million followers, the site has been criticized for allowing and at times promoting disinformation, conspiracy theories. Brand hosted a new broadcast on Rumble on Monday, saying that the platform had made a clear commitment to free speech. Oh, thank God. So there you go. Guys, I'm not really going to go through my whole spiel because I just want to get this over with and go back to bed. Coffee Brand Coffee. Make sure that you check out Coffee Brand Coffee. I have that coupon code right there at the bottom. You can check out and use. It's coupon code GHOST. You can also use this referral link. And they'll both give you 5% off. You do a subscription, that gives you an additional, or that doesn't give you an additional, that gives you 10% off. But if you do the subscription, then you're not able to use the coupon codes, but still use the referral link. If you like coffee, Coffee Brand Coffee has a variety of different flavors of coffee that you can try and enjoy. My personal favorite is the French toast one, but they have a variety, especially fall here. There's, Spike, O'Lantern, and Hot, what's the fucking word I'm looking for? And oh man, it's so fucking hard. Spike, O'Lantern, and Pumpkin Pie. If you like tea, if you don't like coffee but like tea, there's a variety of different teas that you can try as well. And then if you don't like either, but want something warm to drink, fall is here. They got 3 different kinds of hot chocolate that you can give a shot to keep yourself warm, since winter is on its way. And then if you're feeling snacky, there's a variety of snacks, mostly nuts, and some saltwater taffy. Coffee Brand Coffee roast to order, meaning it's roasted when you order it, meaning it's as fresh as you could possibly get it without without going to the store and doing it. So yeah, check out Coffee Brand Coffee. Use my coupon code or my referral link. That'd be awesome. And yeah. But yeah, check out Coffee Brand Coffee. Oh shit. God damn it. I fucked up. Sorry. All right. So there we go. Next one. Bombshell. New emails prove Biden White House hid COVID vaccine harms from public. Oh, it's Crowder. Here's a quote. Apparently, you can't kill Americans knowingly without the okay of the president because you can literally burn up too much political capital. The question of our time is, how could this happen? How could these catastrophic crimes against humanity perpetrated by these injections be allowed to occur? It can't happen unless the boss says it has to or that it can, declared Dr. Naomi Wolf on Steve Bannon's War Room. A former political advisor, Dr. Wolf, said from experience working around a White House, you can't kill Americans knowingly without the okay of the president because you can literally burn up too much political capital. No one wants to be on the receiving end of having killed Americans when that comes to light without the imprimatur approval of the president. If someone is found to have killed Americans inadvertently, they can get fired and publicly and shamed publicly. It's all put on them, and that's the end of it. And that's not what we're seeing. So I knew that up the chain of command, the White House had to be involved in these decisions, but we just didn't have the smoking gun. Now we have the smoking gun, announced Dr. Wolf. Attorney Edward Bergofkic, whatever, made a request under the Freedom of Information Act, FOIA, to the Center of Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, on August 29th. He asked for emails to and from Dr. Rochelle P. Walensky, Sherry A. Berg, and Kevin Griffiths, all CDC staff, between February 1st, 2021 and May 31st, 2021. That includes the term myocarditis. Initially, Attorney Berkovich received 472 pages, but someone who Dr. Wolf believes could be a whistleblower recently released another 46 pages to Mr. Berkovich. It's so fucking blurry, I can't really read it. And I'm not going through 46 fucking pages. Army Kelly of Daily Count reported that over 80% of the 46 pages were fully redacted and involved other government entities such as the White House and the Executive Office of the President. Of the 46 pages, only 2 pages were released without any redaction. 7 were partially redacted, and 37 were fully redacted. Normally, redacted pages come with black bars that conceal within the text, but since 37 pages were fully redacted, you don't even see black bars. It looks like a blank page, but done so intentionally. Amy Kelly wrote, the redactions were pursuant to 5 USC 552 exemptions 5 and 6. Alarmingly, exception 5 states the president communication privileges protect documents soliciting received by the president or his immediate White House advisors who have broad and significant responsibility for investigating and formulating advice to be given to the president. In plain English, that means the president could and his close advisors in the White House have a special rule that lets them keep certain documents private. The reason all these redactions is that what is redacted was solicited or shared with the president or his most senior advisors, added Dr. Wolf. Now, what is in these documents? In May 2021, particularly around the 24th, 25th, high-ranking officials from the White House, CDC, NIH, and others were freaking out, shared Dr. Wolf. What they were panicking about, myocarditis and TTS, thrombotic thrombopenic syndrome, or simple terms, conditions involving heart damage, blood clots, and low platelet counts, bleeding risk. So they crafted a media response, reported Dr. Wolf, and the media response doesn't tell the truth. Following summary summarizes the emails from the FOIA production. The first set of emails, they're email threads from May the 25th to 24th to 25th, 2021, titled Draft White House Script and Slides. This email was sent by Abigail Tumpy, a former key communicator at the CDC, to Rochelle Walensky, the CDC director at the time, several other high-ranking health officials. Attached to the email was drafted meant for a press conference, but the entire 10-page content is blacked out and can't be seen. Rochelle attached its draft press conference script and slides for review. We're waiting for another map and slides. On the 25th, Benjamin Wakanda, a top White House communications official, sent an email titled COVID Tough QA to several key health figures, including Dr. Walensky, Dr. Fauci, Surgeon General Vivek Murthy, and several other White House advisors. Email says, hi, please. Okay, whatever. Final email is from Grace Kawak, White House Advisory to the Deputy COVID Response Coordinator, Executive Office of the President, asking Dr. Walensky, Executive Assistant Lynn German, where to find papers briefing about updates on TTS, myocarditis, etc. Amy Kelly's full report and the entire FOIA productions are available to read on Daily Cloud. Going back to May, June, July, and August, all of 2021, Dr. Fauci lied and lied and lied. Subsequent to these crisis meetings, these crisis communications, this slide deck that we can't see, and Dr. Fauci said safe and effective, safe and effective, safe and effective. Dr. Rochelle Walensky said safe and effective, safe and effective. They rolled out a public announcement regarding myocarditis, and remember what they said: extremely rare, mild, resolve, extremely rare, mild, resolve. They knew they were lying. They said nothing about colliding issues from what I recall. How long is... Okay, I'm almost done. Goddamn. So basically, explained Dr. Wolf, they created from this set of crisis communications directed by the White House with the White House most senior advisors, the COVID-19 response projects, which was overseen by the White House. The White House with like 15 of these people who were leading this set of lies to the American people. They were convening conniving because horrible things were happening. In advisory of events that have been brought to them in February by Israel that there was heart damage. It was brought to them again in May that there was heart damage, blood clots. Now it's May, 4 months after they first knew about the huge amount of myocarditis and blood clots. And in May, they get together at the behest of the White House to create a media response that you experienced all of 2021, all of 2022, to get you to keep injecting this COVID shot into your body and injecting it in the bodies of your loved ones. They knew that they were lying, and they knew that they were hurting people with blood clots, palate problems, and heart damage. And that's what they did, and that's what happened. So that's what happened. So that's apparently the news. So it's up to you whether you believe whether you believe it or not. I'm at the end of my ropes here, so I'm not going to talk about the impeachment hearings or Eric Swalwell's response to them, because let's be honest, it's all it's going to say is when the hearings are scheduled, and then Eric Swalwell probably being hypocritical, where he's saying, "Hey, this isn't cool that you're doing these inquiries and whatnot," even though they did the same with Trump with far less evidence. Actually, no evidence, if we're going to be honest. Okay, so let's see. So we'll get into this part here. So New Jersey Senator Robert Menendez and his wife indicted on federal bribery charges. So, while Biden is being accused of those things, here's someone who's actually been charged. New Jersey Senator Robert Menendez. Democrat Senator Robert Menendez of New Jersey and his wife have been indicted by a federal grand jury, according to court filings unsealed Friday, with prosecutors alleging the couple accepted lavish bribes in exchange for official acts. Bribery offenses against Menendez stem from year-long public corruption investigation by the Justice Department. The indictment unsealed Friday charges Menendez and his wife Nadia Menendez. Oh, I didn't even realize they still had this fucking referral link up. There we go. With 3 counts in connection to their relationship with 3 New Jersey businessmen. Menendez, 69, and his wife face 1 count of conspiracy to commit bribery, conspiracy to commit honest service fraud, and conspiracy to commit extortion under color of official right. The 3 New Jersey associates identified as Whale Hannah, Jose Ube, and Fred Dabis are also named as co-defendants and face 2 counts. Menendez and his co-defendant are expected to appear in Friday court in Manhattan Wednesday morning. Federal court, sorry. Nadia Menendez and Hannah were friends for several years before she began dating Menendez. According to the filing, court-authorized search of Hannah's phone in November 2019 revealed thousands of text messages between him and Nadia, which prosecutors said were deleted from her phone. Dabis, a longtime fundraiser for Menendez, was charged by the Justice Department in 2018 with obtaining loans under false pretenses from the New Jersey bank he founded, the indictment said. Menendez vehemently denies the charges, but a chorus of New Jersey Democrats began urging him to step down later Friday. Governor Philip Murphy said the allegations were so serious they compromised the ability of Senator Menendez to effectively represent the people of our state, calling for his immediate resignation. Menendez rejected those calls Friday evening, saying in a statement, "I'm not going anywhere. Those who believe in justice believe in innocent until proven guilty." That's hilarious. He said, "I intend to continue the fight for the people of New Jersey with the same success I've had for the past 5 decades. This is the same record of success these very same leaders have lauded all along. It's not lost on me how quickly some are rushed to judge a Latino and push him out of his seat." What does the Menendez indictment allege? The 39-page indictment claimed that from roughly 2018 to 2022, Menendez and his wife accepted hundreds of thousands of dollars of bribes in exchange for using his power and influence as a senator to enrich and protect the 3 businessmen and benefit Egypt's government. Federal prosecutors in New York announced the charges during a press conference Friday morning and said the investigation is ongoing. As we allege in the indictment, the senator agreed to do these things and use his power in this way because Hannon was paying bribes, because Oubre was paying bribes, and because Davis was paying bribes, said Damian Williams, the U.S. Attorney for the South District of New York. Bribes allegedly include cash, gold bars, mortgage payments, compensation for a low or no-show job, a luxury vehicle, and other other things of value, according to the charging document. Federal agents found more than $480,000 in cash during a search of the couple's home in June 2020. Much of it stuffed into envelopes, hidden in clothing closets and a safe, as well as $70,000 in a safety deposit box belonging to Nadia Menendez. They also found gold bars worth more than $100,000, according to the indictment. The envelopes of cash were allegedly found in jackets with Menendez's name that were hanging in the closet. Prosecutors include photos of some of the cash and 2 of the gold bars they seized. Federal agents conducting the search also found numerous items paid for by Hannah, Davis, and Oubre, including home furnishings and a Mercedes-Benz convertible, according to the filing. An alleged corrupt agreement. Prosecutors alleged the corrupt relationship between Menendez and 3 businessmen began in 2018 when Hannah and Nadia worked to introduce Egyptian intelligence and military officials to the senator with the goal of establishing a corrupt agreement. The deal called for Hannah, with the help from Davis and Oubre, to provide bribes to the Menendez in exchange for the senator using his posture to benefit the Egyptian government, Hannah and others. Menendez's position as chair of the Senate Foreign Relations Committee gave him oversight of military aid, to foreign countries, including Egypt. As chairman, he could place so-called hold on foreign military finances, military sales, which the State Department typically honored. The indictment notes that Menendez, as chairman of the panel, possessed substantial influence over foreign military sales and foreign military financing to Egypt. How long more is this fucking article? God damn. The scheme tapped into Menendez's power in the Senate. Prosecutors said Hanna promised in part to hire Nadia Menendez for a low or no-show job at his company ISEG Halal Certified Inc. if the Senate would use his power and authority to facilitate foreign military sales and financed Egypt, which had been withheld for years, according to the charging documents. The senator is accused of providing sensitive, non-public government information about the number of people serving at the U.S. Embassy in Cairo to Nadia Menendez, whether they were married, which she allegedly forwarded to Hanna. Hanna then shared the information with an unnamed Egyptian government official, according to the indictment. During a May 2018 dinner, Hanna hosted with Menendez at a high-end restaurant. The center provided him with non-public information about military aid from the U.S. to Egypt. The prosecutor said after the dinner, Hanna texted an Egyptian military official the ban on small arms and ammunition to Egypt has been lifted. That means sale can begin. That will include sniper rifles, among other articles, the indictment states. The Justice Department lawyers said Menendez also intervened to protect a monopoly for Hanna's business, ISEG Halal, which allegedly allowed Hanna to pay the Menendez and advance the scheme by providing a revenue stream from which Hanna said made good on the bribe payments he had promised to the senator and his wife, according to the indictments. But prosecutors said the monopoly led to increased costs for U.S. meat suppliers and others, and the U.S. government asked Egypt to reconsider of its grant of monopoly rights to ISG Halal. In response to this intervention by the Department of Agriculture, Hanna asked Menendez around May 2019, for help with addressing the government's objections to his company's monopoly. According to the indictment, the senator then impromptu advised and pressured high-level Department of Agriculture officials and urged the department to quit interfering with ISEG Halal's monopoly, prosecutors said. For those who don't know, halal is basically kind of like kosher for Jewish people, but halal is for Muslims. So, in case you didn't know. Indictment notes that the unnamed official did not accede to Menendez's demands, but ISEG Halal kept its monopoly. I'm going to say that it's supposed to be monopoly. He's also accused of using his influence power as the senator to disrupt a criminal investigation by the New Jersey General Office relating to Ubri. Prosecutors said around 2019, Menendez's wife Hanna and Ubri agreed that the senator would attempt to intervene with an unnamed official to influence the prosecution of Ubri's associates in exchange for a car for Nadia Menendez. Scheme tapped into Menendez's power in the Senate. The prosecutor said Hanna promised in part to hiring Nadia for a low or no-show job at his company if the senator would use his power to facilitate foreign military sales and financing to Egypt, which had been withheld for years, according to charging documents. The senator is accused of providing Didn't I just read this? No, I did read it. After the senator called the official about the case, Hanna and Ubri worked to provide Nadia Menendez with the Mercedes, which she purchased in 2019, according to the indictment. In addition to providing $15,000 in cash for a down payment, Ubri also made monthly payments for the car, the Justice Department said. After agents executed a search warrant, the Menendez searched the Menendez home. Oh my God. Uber stopped making payments, the indictment claims. The prosecutor also alleged Menendez used his sway as senator to recommend president-nominated candidate to serve in New Jersey's top federal prosecutor, someone whom Menendez believed he could influence regarding the federal criminal prosecution. The Beast, the candidate who was ultimately nominated and confirmed by the Senate, was recused from the case involving the Beast. Fortunately, the public officials the Senate sought to influence did not bend to pressure. That's a good thing, Williams, the U.S. attorney said. Menendez calls accusations baseless as Democrats react. The Democratic senator defended himself in a lengthy statement after the charges were made public, denying the allegations as baseless and accusing prosecutors in the Southern District of New York of overreaching. For years, forces behind the scenes have repeatedly attempted to silence my voice and dig my political grave. Since this investigation leaked nearly a year ago, I'd never heard about it till now. There have been an active smear campaign of anonymous sources and innuendos to create an air of impropriety, where none exist, Menendez said. The excess of this prosecutor is apparent. They have misrepresented the normal work of the congressional office. On top of that, not contending with making false accusations against me, they attacked my wife for the long-standing friendship she had before she and I even met. The Democrat caucus rules dictates that Menendez must immediately step aside from his position as chairman of the Senate Foreign Relations as a result of the charges, which he agreed to do on Friday, according to Majority Leader Chuck Schumer. The New York Democrat called Menendez a dedicated public servant and said he has a right to due process and a fair trial. White House Secretary Karen Jean-Pierre declined to comment on the situation, saying she believes Senate leadership is discussing Menendez's future. Democrat Representative Andy Kim became the first member of New Jersey congressional delegation's call for Menendez's resignation Friday. Good for Andy Kim. These allegations are serious and alarming. It doesn't matter what your job title is or your politics. No one in America is above the law. People in New Jersey absolutely need to know the truth of what happened. I hope the judicial service works thoroughly and quickly to bring this truth to light. In the meantime, I don't have confidence that the center has the ability to properly focus on our state and its people while addressing such a significant legal matter. He should step down. Now, although I agree with him, it is innocent till proven guilty. I can't, I don't know, like the rules of the Senate or anything like that, but it is innocent till proved guilty. So if he doesn't want to step down, I don't see why he should be forced to step down until he's had his due process. Unless this really hampers his ability to serve as a senator, then that'd be one thing. The New Jersey senator was indicted in 2015 on roughly a dozen charges, including bribery and conspiracy, following accusation he accepted gifts from wealthy Democratic donors in exchange for political favors. The case ended in a mistrial after jurors were unable to reach a verdict after deliberating for more than a week. So this isn't the first time he's been charged. That's funny. Sources confirmed to CBS News in October 2022 that Menendez was under criminal investigation in New York. First elected to Congress in 1992 to represent New Jersey's 13th congressional district, Menendez was appointed to the Senate in 2006, elected to a full term later that year. In the course of his tenure in the Senate, Menendez rose to chair Senate Foreign Relationship Committee, post he resumed when Democrats took control of the upper after 2020. All right, there you go. All right, I'm not doing the governor thing. I'll do it another day. It's so fucking exhausting. All right. and finally, so Trump apparently bought a gun in a South Carolina stop, and this is a Glock he bought. It's like very specially engraved. He's got his face right here, as you can see, Trump 45th and all that stuff. So it's really cool. I buy this Glock. It's really cool. Piss my mom off. Now, a spokesperson for Trump, Stephen Chu, initially reported that the former president purchased the gun. However, the Trump campaign says he didn't end up going through with the purchase. So it's unclear whether he actually bought it or not. And the reason why is he's under like a federal bail, which could end up jamming him up legally if he ends up buying a gun, I guess, or some shit like that. I don't fucking know. All right, that's all I got for you guys today. I'm so fucking tired. I'm sorry for the low energy today. I'm just really tired. Like I said, I got like 3 hours of sleep, so I didn't get fuck all. So I'm tired. So that explains my low energy. So if you didn't like this video, I can 100% understand. But make sure you check out my political video or my video tomorrow, where I watch the GOP debates. I'll do that. What time is it? So it's tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern. Okay? So make sure you come check me out then. All right. I hope you all have a good day. Make sure you follow me on X at official WGhost, and then rumble.com/WithGhost, as well as on YouTube, and then rumble.com/GamingWithGhost, as well as Kick. Hope you all have a good day. Peace out. See you later.